Hello, 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 Periscope squad. Happy Work Wednesday and welcome to my personal Periscope channel. So, let me start by introducing myself. I am Koereyelle, most widely known as being the creator of the Single Wives Club. I'm repping today. A single wife, as you can see, is a single woman who's preparing for marriage. A single woman who is wife-minded. You know you want to be more than a bae. You want to be more than a boo. You want to be more than a booty call or friends with benefits. You know that you need to invest in yourself so that you can become a better woman before becoming a wife. That's what the Single Wives Club is all about. We are a lifestyle brand that offers education and empowerment resources to single ladies to become better women before becoming wives. We have an amazing membership program that is specifically for single ladies. Now, that means legally single. If you got a man, even if you're engaged, when you fill out applications or fill out forms, you can either check single or married. It's one or the other. There is no in between. So for whatever stage of your singleness you are in, we definitely have some resources, some classes, some coaching for you. And so membership is actually open right now. If you want those details, you can log on to wifemindedwomen.com. Or you can log on to thesinglewivesclub.com as well. I am also the creator of readytowork.com, which is a branding boutique for entrepreneurs. We provide coaching, classes, and consulting. Anything you could possibly need to start your business or build your brand, I can definitely help you with that. I am also the author, soon to be best-selling author of Work 101, Get Your Life Together Guide. And this book is full of health, wealth, and lifestyle lessons for modern day women. So no matter who you are, where you are, what you're going through, whether you are an employee or an entrepreneur, single, married, young, old, I am guaranteeing you that you can get something from this book. And so definitely check it out. Work101.com is where you can get a copy of it. And y'all, I'm so excited because if this is not cool enough, like Work 101 by itself, cool enough. But I am about to release my Work 101 workbook, the Get Your Life Together workbook. So be on the lookout for that. You can definitely get your hands on it very, very soon. I am also extremely excited about my Work 101 book tour. I am taking work around the world. So my very first stop is New York next month. I'm going to be releasing the official details and the date very, very soon. But what I want you to do is log on. Let me show you. Before I get started with what I wanted to talk to you about, I want you to log on to take a screenshot of this, write it down, work101.com. And when you get there, I want you to click subscribe. Click subscribe, and that's how you can be added to my mail list. And when you're added to my mail list, I will keep you up. You will be the first to know about my tour. So go to the website, work101.com. You can sign up for the mail list. You can get a copy of the book. But today I want to talk about a specific lesson out of Work 101. So the crazy amazing thing about Work 101, this is a book like nothing you have ever seen before. It's not just a boring, storybook. It's full of over 75 lessons, health, wealth, and lifestyle lessons that are definitely going to help you get your life together. So I came up with the concept of this book when I realized that I didn't just want to write a book about relationships and dating. I didn't just want to, tell my story in a book. I really wanted to be able to teach you some of the priceless lessons that I have learned over the last few years. So in the last 5 years, I have completely transformed my entire life. I used to be a second and third grade teacher. So that's how I spent a lot of my time. Obviously, that was my career. My background is in education. And since then, I have become an entrepreneur, full-time entrepreneur. And so in addition to my lifestyle changing, if you go to my personal Instagram page at Koereyelle, you can see how my body has changed. I have lost over 30 pounds. I have dropped 3 sizes. My mind is completely different than it was 5 years ago. And I am telling you exactly how I did it in this book. So if you don't have a copy of Work 101 yet, you definitely have to get a copy. I'm telling you, it is going to be a blessing to you. Get a couple copies, get a few for your friends. Valentine's Day is coming up. If you know some single women, this is the perfect Valentine's Day gift for them, because instead of trying to get a man, they can get themselves together, focus on themselves, and then the man for them will find them. So Valentine's Day is coming up. Grab your girls a copy. But the lesson I want to talk about today, yay, it's in your cart. Ooh, ooh. The lesson I want to talk about today is lesson number 12. Don't feed your fears. And the crazy thing about fear is that it's full of shit. Did you hear that? Your fear is full of shit. Anytime that feeling creeps in, anytime you start getting those butterflies in your stomach and you start thinking about all of the excuses, all of the reasons why you can't do something, all of the reasons why you're not ready to do something, all of the reasons why you're not smart enough, why you don't have enough money, why you don't have enough resources, all of that is bullshit. It's all a part of fear. Every single emotion, every single thought, every single thing that you think of, every intention is either linked in fear or in faith. That's it. It can either be linked in faith or in fear. You cannot have both. You cannot be operating out of fear and still feel happiness, still feel good about yourself. When you are operating out of fear, you are definitely clogging your mind. And there are a few things that happen when you give in to fear. Because the thing is, no matter who you are, no matter how much money you have in your bank account, no matter where you are, how many things you have accomplished off of your vision board, no matter, who you are connected to, who you are dating, no matter any of those things, you are going to be faced with fear. It's a human emotion. Oprah gets scared. Even Beyonce needs Sasha Fierce to calm her nerves and get out on stage and work, okay? So if Beyonce needs an alter ego, guess what? She is still experiencing fear. Every single person who is living and breathing is going to be faced with some type of fear. But the number one thing you can do is learn how to pursue, how to really fill yourself up with faith when you are faced with fear. You have to learn how to tell yourself an affirmation, give yourself a pep talk yourself into doing whatever it is that you know God has for you to do. Because every single time that you are this close to a breakthrough, that is when that devil starts speaking. That's when that devil creeps out on your shoulder and starts telling you why you're not good enough, why you're not smart enough, why you cannot do what it is that you are destined to do. Every single time that I am ready to make a big decision, every single time that I say I'm ready to step out on faith, that fear starts creeping in. And every single time, guess what I got to do? That's what you got to do to fear. That's all you can do. You got to punch it in the face and keep on going. You have to move it to the side and keep on living in your purpose. Because no matter what level you get to, they say each level has a new devil. Every level that you get to is going to have some type of fear with it. When I decided that I was not going to go back to elementary school teaching, I was faced with so much fear, you guys. I did not know how I was going to make ends meet. I didn't know how I was going to make money. I didn't know how I was going to figure it out, but I knew that I would figure it out. I did not have a plan. I did not have money saved up. I did not have anything in place that made it safe for me to quit my job. However, I knew in my heart of hearts, it was something that was just pulling inside of me, that was telling me that God has something more than these four walls of this classroom. God has something more for me than this $3,200 paycheck that I was getting once a month. Now, I didn't have any idea what it was. I didn't have any clue what my next move was going to be, but I knew that I had to make a move. I knew that I owed it to myself to step out on faith. And I knew that the path would appear before me. And that is exactly what happened. You do not have to see that entire staircase in order to take this first step. All you have to do is create that space, create that opportunity. And you know what creates opportunity? Faith. Faith is what creates opportunity. Faith will create opportunities for you that faith will keep hidden every single time. And guess what? When I decided I'm not going to renew this teaching contract, God placed me in the position to make more money to be connected with people, to do the things that I love doing and get paid for doing the things I love doing. When I was ready to start a new business, every single time I wanted to start a new business, I was faced with fear. I have started 7 businesses, and every time I want to start a new business, I'm faced with fear. Every time I meet with a potential business partner, guess what? I'm faced with fear. I have that little voice that creeps in and tells me this is not the right time. Nobody wants you to do this right now. Everybody's expecting you to do this one thing. Don't switch and do this thing yet. I always have these thoughts that creep in and tell me all of the reasons why it's not time, why I'm not ready, why this isn't the perfect opportunity, why this isn't going to work. That happens to me every single time. Nobody is fearless. And so your goal is to come up with a way to find faith instead of letting fear ruin your life, because fear will stunt your growth. Fear will keep you in a job that you deserve better than. Fear will keep you in a relationship than you deserve better than. When I was engaged, when I was in an abusive relationship in 2010, fear kept me in that abusive relationship. Fear made me think that this man was the only man that was going to want to marry me. Fear made me think that I was going to be, so heartbroken. I was not going to be able to keep on going if I broke off this engagement. Fear had me thinking that I deserved less than what I deserved. Fear will absolutely hold you back from any and everything that God has for you. And so today, my message to you is, you absolutely owe it to yourself to push fear out of the way and find your faith. Faith will create opportunities for you. Faith will uncover all of the possibilities for you. Faith will give you the courage you need to get out of that relationship, to get rid of those haters that you call your homegirls. Faith will give you that power to move past fear and walk into the greatness, walk into the abundance, walk into the blessings that God has for you. I am here to tell you that if you can just keep on pushing, if you can just see that fear, because you're going to see it, you're going to feel it, it's going to hurt, it's going to tie your stomach into knots. But if you can feel it and face it and keep on moving forward, I promise you, you are going to be one step closer to the life that God has for you. And so for all of my single ladies who are ready to once and for all step their standards up and stop settling, I have something special that is specifically for you. I want you, as soon as we're done here, I want you to go to losethelosers.com. Now, this is specifically for single ladies. losethelosers.com. This is where you can download a totally free audio course. So I did this audio course a couple months ago and I charged for it, but I decided to release it again for free for you all, because that we pass on the lessons that we've learned. And I was so caught up with men who did not deserve me. And I know what it feels like to end up in relationships that are less than what you deserve. And so in this free audio course, you are going to learn how to set standards and actually stick to them, how to take ownership and lose the victim mentality, and how to find out ways to recognize men versus boys. A man meets all needs. A boy is a burden on you. And so right now, I want you to write this down. losethelosers.com. Sign up. Get the free audio class. Totally free. Totally free. losethelosers.com. Somebody asked where you can get a copy of my book, work101.com. If you are a married woman, somebody just asked, do I have anything for married women? This is it. Work101.com. Get a copy, whether you're single, whether you're married. You are absolutely going to learn something from this book. I am guaranteeing you that. And before I go, I saved this for last. This is the best announcement. So starting tomorrow, I have something super exciting for you. Let me show you. Tomorrow, I am premiering my brand new Periscope show, Lunch at the Loft. Me and LB are so super duper excited about this brand new show. It's every Thursday at 12 noon Eastern about so many topics, from entrepreneurship to how we quit our jobs. That's what we're talking about tomorrow, how we retired early. So if you know that God has something more for you than what you are currently experiencing, you definitely want to be there tomorrow. It's going to be tons of fun. It's at Single Wives Club here on Periscope. Of course, it's totally free. So make sure you set your alarm, mark your calendar. Tomorrow we are premiering Lunch at the Loft, and it is going to be amazing. If you are looking for my bracelets, my t-shirts, my notebooks, you can go to thingsforqueens.com. Dream girls, I am excited that you are going to be in the building. Thingsforqueens.com is where you can get the t-shirts, the notebooks. Work101.com is where you can get my book. Yes, I am a teacher. I'm not an elementary school teacher anymore, but yes, I am definitely still an educator. But all of my information is available online. Thingsforqueens.com. I have a ton of websites, y'all. So Koereyelle.com, thesinglewivesclub.com, readytowork.com. But if you want to get your hands on that free audio class, log on right now, losethelosers.com. Tomorrow, make sure you meet me back here on Periscope at Single Wives Club so that you can tune into Lunch at the Loft. Make sure you grab a copy, work101.com, and I will see you next time. No, it's Lose the Losers with an S. Lose the Losers with an S. You got to put an S on it. All right? My email address, Koereyelle at thesinglewivesclub.com. Koereyelle at thesinglewivesclub.com. I want to end with my theme music. One time. You can wish for it or you can work for it. Work101.com. Get your copy. You should be working.